is my internet low? That's wild. That should not be the case. Hi, Casey99. How was everyone's afternoons? Okay. With the amazing digital circus. Good, just chilling out. But I won't be able to stay for stream, sorry. It's okay. Life happens, so that happens too. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is being all weird right now. How's the weather by you? Thankfully, I live in central Oahu, so at most I had heavy rain, but people up at North Shore have their houses flooded, so not good. At least for people in North Shore, but for me, I've been chill. Yeah. It's crazy seeing places I drive around since I DoorDash. I drive all over the island. It's so crazy, like, seeing images of it being flooded when it's like, that's not how it's normally like. I hope they're doing okay. Yeah, from what I've heard, the community has got band together to like help clean up the streets and like try to shove away all the mud. So it's sweet seeing like the community come together and help each other out. Although man, like finding replaceable stuff for your house is not going to be cheap since they had to leave and they couldn't like prepare anything. Hi, Nebula. I hope I'm not too loud. OBS just recently updated, so I hope I'm not like too crazy loud. Volume's good. Okay, thank you. You good? Thank you. Okay, well, let's just hop on and get straight to work. Oh, what happened? Get out here. Darn it, it's an ad I can't skip. But have you guys watched the recent Amazing Digital Circus episode 8? Also, Elsie, my Sona, from my old Discord account is a sneak. Okay, neat. But as for like what I'm drawing right now, I'm kind of just taking a small break from like doing any gigantic projects or working on Poppy Playtime since that is a very big project, at least for me. So I'm taking a small break and I guess I'm drawing like a cookie opposite. Episode 8 is now my favorite episode. Yep. Yep, it is a very good episode. I was lucky enough to watch it with a bunch of my college friends. So we had a very fun time, like just gushing about like what our thoughts fresh off the bat of watching episode 8. Episode 8 did not feel like 31 minutes. It felt like a 10-minute episode and all of a sudden it was over. And I'm like, what? That can't be it. They can't just leave us like this. I saw the new episode and Kane died. Yeah, they killed him. I'm like, oh my gosh, they did the impossible. That was crazy. Oh, that's not what I meant to hit. And it was crazy just seeing the torture scene. That was wild. It also like really put in perspective like, hey, this is not a kid's show, guys. Nah, he'll be back. Yeah, because I hear it's, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot more complicated than that to delete an AI. And Kane doesn't really seem like the type of AI to just give up suddenly. To go down without a fight, at least. The Happy Place reference. I don't know the Happy Place, so I guess I would not pick up on that reference. Poor Ragatha? Yeah, poor Ragatha's. Hers was visual. Well, no. You could feel the dread coming from, like, just the imagery alone, you could feel the dread that she feels. I think the one that's most visually disturbing to me is seeing Jax get peeled. Just watching Jax getting his skin ripped off. That was crazy. Is ending soon. I can't stand the show in general. Oh, that's a shame. But I hope you do find like enjoyment in the other shows that are coming up like Knights of Guinevere, Gaslight District, and that one other one I can't remember. Yep, Jack's mask being forced off pretty much. Yep. Happy Place is a song from Zanimation. Oh. Oh, okay. I haven't really listened to Zanimation songs in a good long while. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who saw the reference. Yeah, it took me a while to remember what Zanimations was. And I was like, oh, it was that. Okay. And also, like, Kane's voice acting was putting in the work. His acting is phenomenal, especially like with his screaming and his villain song and his villain monologue in the office. Also, I cannot wait for that one series coming out called Clara and the Below. Oh, okay. Can I say theory? Go ahead, SG. What's your theory? Geez, how do cookies wear hoods? I need to look up licorice cookie. I think Kane will bring out all the abstract circus members and fuse them to him. Maybe have them shift back to their original forms. Maybe. Or maybe because Kane is not. Get out. Why am I having unskippable ads? Well, I'm just gonna turn off the ads till the music comes back. That is an interesting theory. I also think potentially what could happen, or I think could happen, is that because Kane isn't around anymore, that there is no one holding back the abstracted. So the Digital Circus people crew is gonna have to deal with that. Either way, they're coming back. I can definitely see that happening because so far, Gooseworks has done a pretty good job at usually referring back to information from previous episodes, like how they did with the pilot episode 1 and Pomni being able to summon the exit door. Pretty good callback. So I would imagine they would do at least do something in the final episode with the abstracted. Jeez, my internet's slow today. Maybe I'll close Tumblr and see if that helps. But I am excited for the last episode, which comes in 3 months, so I think June 19th? I think? Why is... So unless you want the hood in front of their face, hoods are typically behind their head. Trying to look for any other cookies that wear hoods. This one wears a hood. But yeah, also like when the episode came out, there were so many like images or amazing art of like Kane's monstrous form coming out so fast. I'm like, man, you guys either had it down before the episode and thus posted it on the day of, or you guys just draw that fast. Also, in episode 8, in the cafe scene where the circus members except Kane are in, the cafe we see Kinger with a split muffin in half. Maybe. I've also seen people theorize like that was supposed to be a representation of Scratch's cancer. Hi, Julia. Hey guys, how is everyone doing? I'm doing good. We're talking about Amazing Digital Circus while I'm drawing Cookie Run Kingdom. Do you watch Amazing Digital Circuits? And if you do you have any thoughts? I want to draw that fast and that amazing. I wish. It takes me a long time just to finish a simple caricature. Mainly because I have a hard time focusing. So you can have a hood over, but you can't have big hair. Where's another person with a hood? It's great. That's great to hear also. I watched episode 8 yesterday, and Bubble being an AI was a twist for me. Oh yeah, there was a theory going around that like Bubble was the blue AI slash Abel. So I wonder if we will see like Abel or some semblance of Abel, the other AI, the blue AI. That's what I hope to see at least someday. Or hopefully in the last episode. Man, there are not a lot of cookies with hoods. Yeah, no, there are no cookies with hoods. But if you have big hair, I guess hoods go behind your head. Wait, no, White Lily Cookie, I think, wore hoods. Where are you, White Lily Cookie? I'm worried for episode 9. Glitch said they enjoy bad endings. I mean, I think this will be one of the few shows where I would not be opposed to a bad ending. Because seeing this kind of situation, and also knowing the source material that it's inspired by, yeah, I think as long as it makes sense and hits all the emotions, I think I would not be opposed to this story not having a happy ending. Oh, hi, Wolfheart. First Bubble, lol, but then Bubble serious. I think it was Bubble and it wasn't even finished before Kane took over. Probably, maybe. Why is the internet so slow today when my internet is good? Oh, I hope you're doing okay, Wolfheart. Man, the loading is slow today. Why is that? I guess White Lily Cookie never did have a hood, but that dress is still good. Amazing. Okay, well, nothing we can do about that. Then we go back here. So I guess, well, what's going on with this character? So there is this character named Eternal Millennium Tree Cookie, and he's basically just Father Earth, I guess you could say, in terms of like what his purpose in the cookie world. And you know, he's basically just the nature tree life person, god. By the way, Pexis, I'm lagging too if it makes you feel better. Aw, thank you. I don't know why my internet's being bad when it's supposed to be good. Ooh, love the design. Yeah, he's very cool. And this was like an old design they had. Then they gave him a little bit backstory when he was younger. He looks super cute. I want to pinch his cheeks. And then they gave him like this really rad costume. But I'm not going to draw that because this makes me want to scream on the inside. So we're sticking to this slightly simpler design. And I wanted to do the typical, like, life and death god and that they don't hate each other and just have a cute, wholesome romance between the two, even though the two can never touch. It's fine. Turns out cats can get dementia, and we have been dealing with the house filling with separation anxiety cries, and he walks into empty rooms unprovoked. Oh, that's rough. Okay, I should probably keep the hair layer separate. Oh, hi, Prime. Also, the other day, I got Doael, and I also got Silent Cell and his costume on the same day, last minute apart. That is clutch. Clutch luck. Oh yeah, and some craziness in the Cookie Run Kingdom fandom. Uh, so after episode 15 came out, everyone is allowed to have their opinions on whether they liked it or not. I personally liked it. Yeah, a lot of strong opinions came out about the last chapter, chapter 15. Some liked it, some hated it. Some really, really hated it for whatever reason. Who else is happy about chatting with the cookies? Um, it's fine. I don't mind. I just wish I wasn't bombarded with like 50 notifications because my ADD is like I gotta get rid of all these check marks, but I can't because I don't want to read 50 chat mails. Yeah, someone committed game over after it. Yes. That whole thing happened. And then people were using that to as an excuse to like send death threats and get angry at dev sisters for how they write their stories, which I feel is very not wise. For today's film gossip, K-pop Demon Hunters won an Oscar for Best Animated Film. Oh yeah. I'm glad K-pop Demon Hunters is doing really, really well. They have a McDonald's collab. They're going to have a Cookie Run Kingdom collab. Definitely not. Yes, and what makes it suspicious for me is that because the supposed cousin who brought this up in on Twitter, he says, "Oh, my cousin left this life because of chapter 15 to laughing face emojis." Yeah. If this person truly did took away their life for whatever reason, prayers out to the families, and I wish that person had received the help that they really, really needed, but didn't. And this whole thing is messy, mainly just because people want to blame want there's so many people just doing so many different things. There are people using this unfortunate event to blame dev sisters. There are those blaming the parents. Everyone is blaming everyone, but the thing is that the at the end of the day, we do not know this person, what is going on, whether or not this is true or not. Aw, man. Why is this lagging? Well, I'm gonna pause this audio because it's not loading. It is a terrible situation, and I think it's extremely immature of us to be blaming anyone because this is just a person on the internet, someone we do not even know. We do not know the full context of what happened. The Cookie Run genre is giving me flashbacks to my days of being active member of Steven Universe fanbase. Yeah, it is. Good thing I was not heavy in the Steven Universe fandom, but I am aware of like what they did. A person is gone and we need to have a little more humility and respect. Very much so. From people online to like stop using this as an excuse to tell others to tell dev sisters how terrible they write, because I don't think dev sisters are bad writers. I'm pretty sure people are just upset that their favorite character is gone, and you can be upset about that. But to use someone's death as a reason to be terrible to the people who worked hard on this thing is awful. And shame on the cousin who brought this up, whether or not if it's their way of coping. That is family matters, situations, and drama that does not need to be aired on the internet for strangers to know. Most toxic group I've ever rolled with. I don't know what to say about this drama. I just feel bad for the person. But I don't get blaming the devs. I don't either. People just want a scapegoat and a reason to put something to blame on other people. And again, we know nothing about these people, so we shouldn't be going around pointing fingers at, I don't know, the parents or the cousins. because we don't know what their home life is like. Maybe the parents did everything they could to try help, but that didn't matter in the end. Or maybe they didn't. We don't know. All these what ifs. I really think that this person should have kept this to themselves or should have kept their family's tragedies off the internet. And like people are saying, well, what if this person's coping? I don't think anybody wants a bunch of strangers telling them how to feel about someone's death from people on the internet. What upsets me is the fact that most of the time, the people blamed the divs aren't even depressed themselves. It's okay. Yeah, this whole situation is crazy. Mainly, I think no one should be blamed. Although the cousin definitely should not have posted this on the internet, because we'll never get the full context of what happened. And people can have what ifs, what if that, what if this. It shouldn't even be us. It shouldn't even be on the internet. It shouldn't be for us to know. But yeah, let's change subjects because this is sad. Stuff like this has me concerned about the content, even though I will roll with positive and accepting fan base. Mm-hmm. I think this is one of the very few times where I'll genuinely accept that the fact that, alright, maybe there is a lack of media literacy. And this is not something I throw around lightly. I see people throw, oh, you have no media literacy. Oh, you don't understand this? Well, you lack media literacy. It's not something I like to throw around very lightly, mainly because like how people use it a lot. A lot of times it feels like people just throw this around to like low key tell people that they're stupid, or if they don't understand a certain concept or interpret certain media a certain way, you are dumb. So that's why I don't like to use the lack of literacy thing very much. But I truly do think this is one of those cases where it's like, okay, yeah, you can truly deeply see it. Because I guess the main reason why, another big reason why the Cookie Run fandoms, at least the toxic part of it, were trying to blame DevSys about it because they tried to rewrite the fandom. The fandom tried to interpret White Lily Cookie's sacrifice as a suicide for some reason. And because of that, because they think that it's a suicide they think it's a suicide. They thought Dev's sister was writing a pro-suicide story, which is not the case at all. However, I don't know how they came to that interpretation. Kinda not serious? Oh yeah. Definitely not serious, and even if that was their way of coping, it that's something that should not be aired for strangers to know about. Speaking of Cookie Run and K-pop demons, we're gonna get Cookie Run Kingdom crossover. Yeah, we are. I just hope that the games are fun because I remember the Wicked collab. As much as the cookies were very pretty looking, the event itself was kind of lame. So I do hope that the K-pop Demon Hunter collab is a lot more fun. Maybe we should just get rid of the hood. The hood's not helping. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped too. The trailer for the live action remake Wanna just dropped. I didn't even touch the video, only glanced at the thumbnail. The Rock has a wig slapped on his head. I saw bits and pieces of it, but I'm just tired of Disney right now. At least when it comes to their movies, I'm just tired and I'm not really interested. I'm gonna ask, should I still get into Cookie Run Kingdom? I think you should. If you don't care to interact with the fandom, that is totally fine. Just enjoy the game as it is and how you enjoy the story. I think it's fun and it's pretty. Cookie Run Kingdom is pretty free to play friendly, and they're very generous for new players. So I highly recommend it. It's a fun game. The account is private too. It would take it could talk about 15 too. I don't know what that is or referring to. I'm excited about the KDH Day K-pop Demon Hunters crossover. I am too. I am ready to collect and have a Rumi cookie. I want a Rumi cookie. Maybe Disney will take cues from K-pop Demon Hunters now and do better. We have to wait and see. I don't know. When it comes to Disney, I'm just too tired to have hope in it right now. I'm just like, well, let's see what you got. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like yeah, Demon Hunters is slowly becoming overrated. Don't get me wrong. I love it and enjoy the songs still, but it's winning over Demon Slayer was a shock. Hmm, maybe. I can't say I'm a massive fan of K-pop Demon Hunters. While I do love K-pop Demon Hunters, I'm not like crazy about it. And Demon Slayers, I do love the Demon Slayer show, but also I'm not crazy about it, so it could have gone either way for me. But I think like the one of the bigger reason why K-pop Demon Hunters was picked was because it is centered around Korean culture, and Dev Sisters slash Cookie Run Kingdom is a Korean game. So I feel like that already gave it big brownie points to it. Gave big brownie points to K-pop Demon Hunters. And that's why they kind of chose it over Demon Slayer, even though Demon Slayer probably would have been a very fun collab too. But I can see why Dev Sisters would pick K-pop Demon Hunters though. Avatar 4 is coming in 2009 and 5 2031. That is a long time from now. I watched Hoppers and it's really good and funny. Well, that's good. I'm glad Hoppers was good. But yeah, Julia, I can understand like the K-pop Demon Hunters fatigue. Oh, speaking of K-pop news, I actually found out yesterday that CG5 is collaborating with Cookie Run Kingdom. Songs come out Friday. Oh yeah, the sneak peek song came out today. So that means you get a tiny piece of the song. But yeah, I also saw that collab and I'm like royally pretty excited for that. Imagine getting Kobayashi Upper Moon 1 cookie. Maybe. Although if I were to try to imagine a Demon Slayer collab, Cookie Run Kingdom, I'm pretty sure they would cookify the main heroes. I don't know how they I don't know if they would the demons though. I'm not entirely sure. I enjoy how it's done and golden. I'm glad it won the Oscars. I'm glad K-pop Demon Hunters is winning the Oscars and also, you know, Korean inspired stories or other cultural inspired stories winning the Oscars in general too. OBC 15 stage 2. Oh yeah, a lot happened in episode 15. For those who do play Cookie Run Kingdom, how do you feel after playing the whole story? You feel good? Is your heart destroyed? You're sad? The funniest thing about the movie is that there's a great white shark in it, and it's obviously that they grabbed it of a model white shark, Finding Nemo. Oh, that's cute. Bye, bye, SG. Sugar SG. Wait, who's SG again? Oh, by the way, a trailer for the new DreamWorks movie called Forgotten Island came out, and I saw the trailer. Looks fire. I guess I'll check it out. But I am glad I'm part South Korean from my dad's side, grandma. I'm from South Korea too. Oh, that's nice. I loved Nakonai, but what type of glow up did they give Ginger Brave? Oh my gosh, yeah, they gave Ginger Brave, um, a silver fox, a silver fox glow up. They made gingerbread like a very handsome silver fox. Oh, me SG. Oh, sorry. I thought she was referring to a cookie. Sorry, SG. I thought they were referring to a cookie. I was like, oh, this is an abbreviation for a cookie name. I'm like, sorry. I was saying that on Twitter. I was saying that Twitter was talking about BC's 15, episode 15, stage 2. I can't remember what happened on stage 2. Goodbye. Oh, bye, SG. Thanks for stopping by. Oh man, it's buffering again. Gingerbread glow up. A Hatsune Miku. My gingerbread went from a small branch twink to a Viking barbaric trunk, and I'm scared. A Hatsune Miku convention is approaching us in the US. I don't know where though. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh my gosh, Miku. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you. Timekeeper Cookie's coming to Cookie Run in May. How do you guys feel about Timekeeper? I have only played Cookie Run Kingdom, so I have very limited knowledge on Timekeeper Cookie from Oven Break. You have to lose to Dark Enchantress. Oh, okay. I mean, Cookie Run Kingdom wouldn't be the first game to do that. There's many games that make forces you to lose to like a big boss sometimes. I like the design. Cannot wait, I love her. Oh yeah, did you guys see the work in progress trailer? I want to show you guys. I gotta go. Nice hanging out with y'all. Sorry I couldn't hang out for long. Bye, Wolfheart. Thanks for hanging out with us. But yeah, the mainly why I asked because a lot of people were complaining that Shadow Milk Cookie surprised um Timekeeper Cookie, and they're screaming, "Oh, it's out of character. That's out of character. Oh, yeah, yada yada yada." They not basically not liking the fact that Timekeeper was taken by surprise by Shadow Milk. It's okay, bye, Wolfheart. Have a nice day. I'm actually role playing as Timekeeper in a Doctor Who X Edna barbecue friend on Discord. Oh, nice. I like their design, but I have no idea who they are besides a keeper or guardian of time. From what I was told, they were like a villain in Oven Break, so definitely not necessarily a good guy. Yeah, so that was the trailer, the work in progress trailer for May. Oh yeah, I've seen this. It's awesome. And I'm very excited. Fire. And also because I saw Evil Millennial Tree Cookie and I'm like, I was hit with the inspiration bug. Bro, I swear, I'm getting Pure Vanilla Cookie's boat and running Shadow Milk Cookie again. We just finished fighting, like, relax Blueberry Jester Freak, please. I love Timekeeper's design. I like Timekeeper. I hope we do get to learn more about her, and I hope the people who are complaining about her quiet down at least. Actual fire, yeah. I'm excited. Timekeeper runs a thing called the Time Balance Department, who fixes and maintains timelines. Timekeeper bears the power to control time and to see through it. She's more of an agent of chaos than a villain. Oh, okay. Or him. I have trust issues with cookie genders now. It's like that one Family Guy meme. Oh, that's a pretty girl. That's a guy. That guy is handsome. That's a girl. What a cute dog. That's a cat. Trying to make this snake look cute even though snakes typically frighten me. Yes, that's pretty much yeah, it's pretty much that meme. But yeah, so I'm just trying to draw a character who's the opposite of Millennial Tree Cookie and like in terms of what he represents life and the power and nature of life. She's death basically. And I didn't want to make her a wolf because I already have a wolf death character for Twisted Wonderland. So I decided to make one that's a snake or snake inspired. And she and Millennial Tree Cookie has a cute romance even though they can never touch each other. Wait, really? I mean, anacondas aren't friendly, I see your point. Well, mainly because I did a quick search of animals that are usually associated with death. And I didn't want it to be a raven because that's a little too obvious. Yeah, I didn't want it to be a wolf because that was a little too obvious. I wanted her to be unique in her own way. Because I guess how I wish to depict her is death is not something that is always meant to be scary, which is also another reason why like White Lily Cookie wasn't necessarily afraid of death. Mainly because like yeah, she just sacrificed herself to save her friends and the world, but also the guardian who resides over said dimension of death is relatively a very calm and wise person. Frost Queen? For her name, Withered Tree Cookie? I'm not entirely sure. She doesn't have a lot of tree inspired on her. At least I don't plan to. I do plan to cover her in like certain flowers that you normally see at funerals, which surprisingly enough, white lilies are something you'll see at a funeral, so I guess another red flag for her. Frost Queen Cookie? Oh yeah, Frost Queen Cookie does do that, I suppose, but I think she's dead because we don't see her anymore. I have a name for her. I have an idea for her name. Shoot me that name. What you got? So I did a quick Google search, and so here's like some other animals that are sometimes associated with death. Owls are often seen as omens of death, especially in lots of indigenous Americans and Latin American traditions. The barn owl in particular because of their horrible reputation of their screaming in the night. Skittle cookie? What about Death Bloom Cookie? Maybe. Maybe. I'll definitely hold on to that one. I will definitely hold on to that one. Skittle Cookie. Everything she touches turns to Skittles. Then there's vultures. Pretty straightforward. These guys literally feed on the dead. In some cultures, especially like Egypt, they're actually more about the cycle of death and rebirth than just doom. Death Bloom Cookie, that's my idea. Then of course you got black dogs. In European folklore, ghostly black dogs are tied to death or the underworld. But I already have a wolf slash black dog death character, so I wasn't going to go with that. There's moths. The moth head, the death head's hawk moth, has a skull-shaped marking on its back. Frost Queen died and came back as the guardian of nature. She did? I thought because she died, the sherbet cookie or the Jack Frost cookie took her place. I don't know. I guess because I didn't see her, so I don't remember. I remember in one of the seasons and episodes of Bones, there was a butterfly that was a symbol of death. Oh yeah, butterflies or a moth. There's some butterflies. Not always creepy, but in Mexican and some Asian traditions, butterflies can represent souls of the dead visiting. Hawk moth, miraculous ladybug, simply the best. Yeah. Then there's bats, associated with darkness, caves, and the underworld. In Western culture, they get tied to death mainly through vampire lore. Snakes, more symbolic, death and rebirth, shedding, skid, transforming. Some cultures lean more towards the death side of the cycle. Then there's black cats. In European superstition, they are tied to witchcraft and death omens, though in other places they are protective instead. There were horses, specifically the pale and skeletal type of horses. There are butterflies and dogs in some other cultures. Because I already had a dog one, and I never did a snake death, that's why. Nor have I ever seen, like, death usually associated with snakes. So I wanted to make this character that has a lot of more, I guess, snake-like motifs. And also, like, sometimes snakes like to curl up in trees, under trees, or on the branches, so she sometimes will hang around Millennial Tree Cookie in that fashion. No, he and Frost Queen talk to each other and work together. Oh, okay. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go refill my water. So, BRB. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, I guess Frost Queen could, in a way, be a representation of death too. But I still want my own cookie that I guess is more tied to Millennial Tree Cookie, a little bit more closely tied. And I don't think Frost Queen is heartless, but I guess how she comes off about like the topic of death, she's a little bit more cold, I guess you could say. Frost Queen, she's cold. I guess I want this caricature to be more, I guess, gentle. Because she and, at least her lore that I'm making up off the fly right now, she and Millennial Tree Cookie were born in the same grove. So not only do they have locational ties together, but I don't know, I guess I want a more Spectre kind of character. And I did like went up to like Pinterest to look at a bunch of different styles I'd like to dress her up as. And while White Lily Cookie's like design for this one is pretty good, I think I'm trying to avoid her wearing a giant hat. But I do want to give her a big flowy dress though. And of course, White Lily's already covered in butterflies and moths, so she already took that symbolism away. And at first, I wanted to give this cookie. I mean, you could say, could watch over for the merry moment of passing. Maybe. But even with the Nature Guardians, Millennial Tree Cookie still has a level of authority that, I don't know, at least to me, how it feels like. He still has a level of authority over these other Guardians, because they seem to follow his commands. So I do want someone that is the opposite of him to also hold that similar authority. Oh yeah, I made my first poll yesterday, since I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what color I want to use for my Cookie Rankin and Morsi Orchid Dragon cookie. That sounds really cool. At first I wanted to give her a hood and a veil, but learning that drawing a hood on a cookie is very difficult and I did not like it, so I'm changing it. I do want her to have a more dress like this, and you can see nice flowers underneath her skirt. And instead of a scythe, she carries a lanterns to light the way. I kind of want to redo my Cookie Ranking character, not gonna lie. If you feel like you want to change them and update them, you do that. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I'm trying to find a nice top. Bless you. Hmm. Maybe this will be where the few references of like her ties to Millennium Tree Cookie, there'll be vines on her top, holding up her top part of her clothing. Bless you, thank you. Like old vines holding up her top, or it gives that a look of illusion that it is. And I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get like some more snake motifs into her clothing. Blessy Pig says, thank you. I think I'll go. I'm kind of tired. But it was fun staying for a while. Hope we can chat again. Bye, Julia. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a nice day or night, y'all. Bye. Maybe I'll give her some flowers up over here in her hair. And just one flower that kind of looks like the top of a snake here. But I don't know, because I'm trying to figure out what gives Millennial Tree Cookie that kind of regal look despite his hair being very, very simple. Because I don't think I like her with long hair, or at least hair that's down like this. I wonder if I have any hair references I can look up. But what do you guys think, for those who play Cookie Run Kingdom? How do you guys feel about the affection system and all the chats you gotta fulfill? Because if not, it leaves little check marks on your stuff, and you have like that compulsive need to like finish it so it's no longer there. I will make my diva golden cheese fall in love with me. I wish you the best of luck in rizzing up golden cheese cookie. like it. It's fun. It's fun. And I like the fact that they added you can replay the voice lines and hear all of them instead of forever tapping them and hoping you hear a new one. Also, I actually awakened Golden Cheese the other day. Oh, yay! Why is my stuff freaking out like that? Nice. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is just being all over the place today. That's weird. Maybe I can add vines or seemingly vines. But yeah, the story I want to write for these two is that everything she touches will wither and wither away. Even Millennial Tree Cookie. And Millennial Tree Cookie just wants to give her a little smooch on her cute little lips right here. But he can't because if he tries, he will start to, I guess, wilt. So they physically cannot kiss or hug each other. Even though they really want to. Angst at its finest, guys. Why am I constantly drawing on the wrong layer? Oh, jeez. People are vanishing from stream. Okay. I'm still here. Okay. Because I don't know, the stream said there was at least 5 other people. All of a sudden they were just gone. It's like, oop, okay. Hi, Ben. Hi, Pegs. Sorry I haven't been here watching your stuff recently. I've been getting treatment. It's okay. I haven't really been streaming all that consistently either. Hi, Midnight. What flowers did I want to use again? How are you? I'm doing good. I am excited and hyped about Cookie Run Kingdom right now. So I'm trying to draw a Cookie Run Kingdom death nature person. Basically someone who's just the opposite of Millennial Tree Cookie in terms of like what he represents and does as a god. And that these two have a very cute but tragic romance because they both want to hug and kiss each other, but they can't because of their respective thing they do. What other flowers? Chrysanthemums or cypress? What was it? Not mandrake. Well, there was a certain flower I wanted to draw underneath her skirt. That's not it. Hemlock? What are hemlocks again? Because I'm turning 15 in 2 weeks. Nice. Also, don't dox yourself on how old you are here. Oh, good idea. Do we think we will see say which in a cookie form in a game sooner or later? I think later because Cookie Run Witches Tower, their main gimmick is the witches. And Cookie Run Kingdom's main gimmick usually is the beast cookies, the ancients. And we only have one dragon, so well, that and the nature guardians. Those are our general main ones that we like to focus and hype up the most, I guess. But so for now, I think the witches might come later in cookie form later. Oh yeah, I cried at the part when White Lily Cookie died and Pure Vanilla was try to run to try save her. I never thought I'd cry over cookies. I never thought I'd cry over cookies too. White Lily's sacrifice is so tragic. There's a, there's a whole bunch of cypress plants underneath here. I think I figured out what I want to do here. Right now it's very hard to tell what I'm drawing. Well, let's try it and see. Areas what should be seen. I feel like the bottom and side profile part is good. Could be worked on more. But I'm wondering, like, what can I put on top of her head that's not a hat? Because White Lily's costume already kind of has the bonnet idea. I don't want to tread on the same waters. Agreed. Maybe I can try give her a mask? Or I guess a light veil. I could still give her the veil idea. A hair clip that looks like deer antlers? Maybe. It would be like a fun reference to, like, to Millennial Tree Quickly. Like, he wears tree branches, she has actual antlers. Although she is a snake. I don't know, I didn't think drawing snakes would be that hard. Because I did want to try give her a hood. But drawing hoods on a cookie is so hard. I didn't realize how hard it was to draw hoods on a cookie, but I'm going to try one more time and see if I can just give her a cute little hood. And it does have like snake eye patterns over here. And I guess we could have like attachments maybe. And thus we can give her like a kind of a cloak, I guess. Alright, we'll have that. Man, I should have made a separate layer. Darn it. Actually, let me just... Let's see if I can just make this its own separate layer so we can swap between the two and see what we think later. Okay. Down here that can go. There we go. And then this one, we'll make the layer orange. You can give her antlers. Whoops. Okay, I need antler reference. I don't know how to draw antlers. Give me a sec. Oh wait, found a saw an image I meant to save for later. Okay. Now antlers. Antler reference. Okay guys, you gotta help me figure out what kind of antlers we're going for. Because already, Millennial's tree cookies antlers already look a certain way. They have a certain... His makes a circle around his head. So, should we try, I guess, go for one that goes just straight up? Or should her antlers be more, I guess, wider? Wide berth. And then Prime just puts a cat. How long have I been streaming right now? Only an hour, alright. What do they mean by anime? Maybe we'll have her antlers be more outwards, and then we can have like dangly bits and accessories hanging off of them. Try elk antlers. Okay, let me search up elk antlers. Okay, yeah, those ones branch out. They stretch outwards. Maybe I should shrink this because she's starting to fill up the page. What does this get rid of? This gets rid of the lines. Shrink. Okay, these are very terrible elk antlers, but they're just there to convey the idea for now. Oh yeah, yeah. So if we give her like more antlers, maybe she can have like accessories and little jewelry dangly bits just hang off the edges. And just have little jewelry and stuff dangle here. Maybe these are like little trinkets that like Millennial Tree Cookie gave her and she just hangs them on her antlers. Alright, so what are we feeling? Are we feeling the antlers or the hood? Because the hood definitely gives me more snake vibes, which she's the animal she's more inspired by. Or the antlers. Chicken nuggets. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but alright. Is that what you want to eat? That's why? Oh geez, the antlers stick right out of the eye holes of the hoodie. And that always puts the question how the heck she gets the hoodie off. I like the antlers and the hood. It's a cool combo. I guess so, yeah. And who knows, maybe every once in a while these antlers will drop off like normal deers and elks too. And that's how she can occasionally take off her hood if she wants. Chicken nuggets. Why are you screaming chicken nuggets? So this is really cool. I think I don't know, I'll return to the idea of the hood or the antlers, even though they do make a really cool combo. I still want her to be very more inspired by the snake, cause why not? I guess you got a point there, cause why not? I don't know, we have snakes with feathers, I guess we can have snakes with antlers, I guess. Now the next thing I wonder is because I do want, like, if I want to make her, I guess, a darker cookie, like, I wouldn't say, like, black, but like a darker gray. It'd be very tricky because if I make her body or her dough color gray, I don't want her body to be blending in with her dress all too much. And it'd be cool, like, seeing her, having her be like, oops, say like a darker color. Why is this opacity so low? Oh, that's why. Okay. Because it would be cool having her like a darker color, but then I don't want her body to be blending in with her clothing too much. Gah, I'm lagging. Hang on, I'll be back. Okay. Okay, I need to make this another color. Let's say blue. So it's just easier to see. It's funny you're making a snake god cookie when I'm making a snake god cookie based on Aztec with wings. It's called Quetzalcoatl since my god Osi will be the rain god. Like, what a cool coincidence. I can't wait. If you'd ever decide to show me your cookie, that'd be really awesome. But yeah, I'm also making a snake god, but this is the snake god of death. Because as much as I like this idea of like having her be a darker cookie and having like deathly pale hair, I will. Nice. And then I'd give her like spooky red eyes. But then that leads me into the issue of like, oh, maybe I don't need to make her clothing black. I could make her clothing a darker red. So she stands out in her own way. And sometimes red can be read as danger or something dangerous. So I could make her overall dress a more, well, I think her meat should be a darker red. Gotta go eat dinner. Okay. And underneath can be more of a, oops, more pale, like, because all the pale flowers underneath her skirt. Hi, Artie Axolotl. How are you doing today? Okay, this one needs to cover the hair. Having ramen tonight, that sounds delicious. Could be better. This week has been awful. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Has it to something to do with like the puppies you're taking care of? No, the dress. Okay. Pale opening, because that's where her hair is. I guess. No, the puppies were all good, very healthy, and growing fast. Oh, that's good at least. Alright, we have red, black, and white. What other colors can we add? I lost 3 of my turtles. Aw, so a lot of lost loved ones. I'm sorry to hear that, RDXolotl. That I will love you till the day that I die. Take care of you. Walk down that aisle. Yeah, so also trapped in LA until midnight late April at the soonest. Uh-oh. Okay, hope that's okay. I don't know what it means to be trapped in LA though. Maybe the top layer can be this red and the bottom layer will be... Yikes. What is going on? Okay, I'm gonna finish doing drafting of potential colors and then we're gonna call it a day because my stream is acting strange. Then there's blues that gotta disappear. Let's make it hard to read. Woman that should go little. I mean, if I live very far away, but I had to rush to LA because my grandmother's getting sick, and cause how soon a bunch of stuff. I need to be in LA for now. I cannot head back home until later. Oh, okay. It's a 20-hour trip. Very expensive, and I don't have the money for so many trips. Yeah, that sounds rough, buddy. That is a lot. That's a lot of stress right there. just want the hair to be inverted. I don't want the rest of the clothes to be inverted. Good night. Oh, good night. So do you guys like this better, where she's more of a gray and her hair is black? Or the other way, where she has a darker doe color and she has pale hair? I should probably get the last of the stuff finished. You like this one, where she's more darker, but her hair is what sticks out? Okay. Anyways, I gotta make rice and eat. See you next time, hopefully. Bye, Peg. Bye, RDX Lotto. And I guess her snake will be a gray, pale gray. Or a transparent blue, because it's a spirit. It's one of the few spirits that follows her everywhere. Okay, so here's the rough idea of like what I want her to look like. I might do the antlers. I don't know, it's an interesting concept. But because of how, of course, when I want to end stream, the signal's good all of a sudden. Okay, I see how it is. Where's my mic? My mic's over here. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, this is the idea, rough idea I want to have going on. Or not. My stream keeps doing that. Yeah. But yeah, I like to draw this. This is my rough idea. I'm still going to give it a few tweaks to finalize some ideas and some concepts. Whether or not do I want to give her antlers or no antlers. But I think I'm going to call it here because my stream is acting all strange. It was nice. Thank you for you guys for hanging out with me. It was fun talking about Amazing Digital Circus and Cookie Run Kingdom. I hope to see you all again soon, if I find the correct time. a more good time for me to stream regularly. But yeah, bye guys.